Hi, thanks for being here. My name is Wally Hauk, and I want to talk to you about think, behave, improve. How does an optimum leader think? How does an optimum leader behave? How does an optimum leader improve? I want to talk to you today about, are you manager dependent with your team, or are you systems dependent with your team? Are you following a leadership model that's over 100 years old, or are you embracing a new leadership model? If you are manager dependent, it's holding you back. I want to talk to you today about this transformation. Do you need to transform from manager dependent when you're leading people to a systems dependent method? There are three main reasons why you must if you're interested in results, and that is employee engagement. If you're system dependent, you're going to get higher employee engagement. If you're system dependent, you're going to get more innovation, you're going to get more performance, you're going to get more profitability. Those are the three major reasons. I was helping to facilitate a training at West Point about a year ago, and I stayed at the hotel there, the Thayer Hotel. It's a wonderful hotel with amazing history. Now, it has a huge history because it's a relatively older hotel, but it's been renovated, and they have an amazing system there that I hadn't seen in any other hotels that I'd stayed at. And that is, when you enter the room, you have to put your card key, your room key, into a slot, and that enables you to turn on the lights. If you don't put your card in, your room key in, you cannot turn on the lights. It's very useful at nighttime. And of course, when you leave the room, you take the key out. And what does that do? That allows you to turn the lights off. What does that do? Well, first of all, it saves you a lot of time because I don't know about you, but I've been known to lose my room key on occasion, and it saves money for the organization so they can remain competitive. Now, that doesn't mean that they were cheap, but on the other hand, their profitability must have been higher because people can't leave the room without their room key and can't leave the room without turning off the lights. So, are you encouraging this dependency, or are you encouraging the system's dependency? What is it that you're doing? The metaphor that I like to use is a Formula One pit crew. In the Formula One pit crew, you'll realize that they only have 4 to 10 seconds to get that car back on the track. They have a very clear vision, they have a very clear mission, they have clear roles and responsibilities. And so it's a system-dependent way of operating on that team. Why? Because they know what their vision is. They want to win the race. They know what their purpose is, and that is efficient and effective and safe return of the car to the track with all of the duties taken care of so that the driver can drive and do his or her job. And so when those are clear, you can have a system-dependent way of leading people. Now, whose job is it? It's your job to set up that clear vision, mission, strategy, and clear processes so that your team can operate that way. That's the leader's job. The people are not going to do it on their own. Now, there's three levels. There's three levels of dependency. I'm wondering which level you are. Which level is your team? The first level is, I have an open door policy. Come and see me when you have a question. So what do? They come to you and they ask you ideas. They're fearful of using their own ideas. That's level one. Level two, less fear, but still not optimal. Level two is when they have ideas, but they come to you for permission. They don't ask forgiveness and implement the ideas. They come to you for permission first, and so you have to give your blessing. You have to be the king or the queen and let them know that they're allowed to do that. Level three, which is best, they are like the pit crew. They know what their job is. They know what their roles and responsibilities are. And they know what their process is, and they know how to measure it, and they know how to improve it. So they can experiment. They experiment, and then they come to you and say, hey, we did this. Look at the improvement that we made. Or, we're having trouble with this. Can you help us to influence some of the barriers that we're running into? As a leader, if you were moving towards system dependency, your role completely changes. You become a barrier remover. You don't become a permission giver. You don't maintain the idea giver. It's too much pressure. It's too much work. So where are you? What level? This is doable. You need to let go of that 100-year-old leadership model, embrace the new model, look for ways to create that autonomy and challenge for your employees, and to clarify vision, mission, and strategy, and roles, responsibilities, and process. You can do it. Thanks for listening.